You cut the cords, but the dragonflies just mill about, seemingly confused by their newfound freedom. This looks like a good place to release the lightning bugs. Fly, my pretties, fly. As the lightning bugs rise in the warm air, there's a stir amongst the dragonflies, and soon the great beasts take to the air.
Oi! Someone let dragonflies out!
That will cost them considerable time, rounding them all up again. And it causes the distraction we need. The skies are clear, and now I can return to the last wood and report back. I'll see you back with Sabra at Queen Myrtle Town.
Greetings, young wizard. Sorry, I've always wanted to say that. Because you opened the way into Khrysalis, I was able to follow in your footsteps. I was sent by Headmaster Ambrose to find you. Who am I? I'm Alan Ghostdust, a special agent of the Council of Light. The Council wants you to have this potion to help in your quest to defeat the Shadow Queen. Stay strong, young wizard. We are all behind you. May your light burn bright.
Yes? You don't smell like a mantis. How may I be of service to you? Oh, yes. I delivered it to her days ago. I remember it distinctly. Yes. She even thanked me for doing the dirty work, which seemed odd because the scythe felt perfectly clean to me. She must have forgotten. Yes. You go tell Zarina that Romo Knight has may be blind, but he never forgets to do his job.
Spellbinder, you found Sidra and brought her back safely. Thank you. In the time you've been gone, we've seen a lot of movement at Camp Havoc. Tobias Splitsky would like to speak to you about it.
Greetings, my student. Please visit me in Ravenwood when you are able. I have exciting news.
Speak to Tobias Splitsky about the movement at...
Spellbinder, between your report and Sidra's, we have a better sense of what the Umbra Legion is planning. Unfortunately, there is still much work to be done, and not much time to do it. I'm afraid the Umbra Legion at Camp Havoc is getting ready to strike, despite the setbacks we've thrown at them. Can you brave Camp Havoc again and get a sense of how close their siege weapons are to completion? You'll probably have to question some Night Flames as well, to take their temperature.
Although you are not a master of siege warfare, you can tell these weapons are nearly complete. They could do immense damage to the last wood and the burrower villages.
Wizard! Soon our siege weapons will rain Kermie's fire upon the last wood, burning them and your Bower friends to cinders!
Your reports confirm what my scouts had seen. Time is short. We must coordinate with the mice at Peppergrass Nook, or else the Umbra Legion will destroy us both. Instead of working on our defenses, I propose we turn the Umbra Legion's weapons against them. What do you say, Spellbinder? Take this message to Elazar Fireblade in Peppergrass Nook at once. It outlines a plan to capture their weapons for ourselves.
Spellbinder, it is good to see you again. You bring a message from Tobias Splitsky. Let's see it. What Tobias proposes is intriguing. However, the Umbra Legion has been stepping up their patrols in the burn. That honeycomb wall is a terrible obstacle, but Tobias has suggested a way we might bring it down. While I work out the details, can we implore you to drive back a patrol of blue razors and flame legs to give us time? Spellbinder, you may have won this round, but soon all you burrow lovers will suffer the sting of the Shadow Queen.
Spellbinder, you won now, but soon Shadow Queen burn trees to ground, dig you out, then swallow you whole.
Grim news. As I had heard, the Shadow Queen's forces are growing more active and more bold. But I know of none more bold than you. Spellbinder, let me introduce you to Dorian Brighteyes. Turn around, nephew. Not as brave as you, perhaps, but a hero in his own right. I have added to Tobias's plan based on your reports. You must work with Dorian and lead him to Tyrian Gorge. He'll explain more. Speak to Dorian Brighteyes. He will explain the plan.
Greetings, Spellbinder. I have heard many remarkable things about you. Eleazar has ordered me to Tyrian Gorge to turn the Umbra Legion's weapons against them. I'll need your help getting there. We will have to go through the Last Wood, the Moon Cliffs, and Bastion to get there. I will follow you closely, Spellbinder. It is a good thing you have that comb key. However, it only allows a few people to pass through the honeycomb gate at a time. The gate lies in the center of the honeycomb wall, an accursed construction of Randaz the Builder. It was built after the fall of Bastion. The honeycomb wall contains us and prevents Eleazar from mounting a full attack on the apiary.
With the pine oaks planted, new life and new hope can begin to flourish, even here in these badlands.
We'll have to be careful sneaking through the apiary. We need to go down through Bumbler Town and to the Mooncliff Gates to get into Bastion.
What can I do for the mighty Spellbinder? I never pegged you for someone who read cheesy books, but I'm sure I can find something you'll like. Oh, a book about making cheese. Nope, never heard of one. Why would you even want that? It's for a curd right, huh? If his ancestors were all cheesemakers, maybe there's something useful in the family crypt in the mausoleum. Start there. Sting a bell? I might be him. I might not. What's it to you, Spellbinder? Your Goliath friend wants the scrolls of war? I heard the Night Flame captain Ulek Embertongue declared the scrolls works of treason and took him to Camp Havoc. But being labeled a traitor would be bad for my business. So if you want the scrolls of war, you'll have to go get them yourself. Now, this information isn't free. If you do manage to get the scrolls, tell your Goliath friend he owes me a favor. Got it?
Very good, Spellbinder. Let's hurry across Bastion, and the Silent Market, and through the Tyrian Gate.
I forget nothing. Why, that insolent little... Did you say dirty work? I suspect old Romo's been deceived. This reeks of Razel the Two-Faced. I wager she took advantage of Romo and tricked him out of my sight. She's no doubt at her post in the burrow near the Colossi. Confront her and retrieve my scythe.
Tyrian Gorge is dangerous, as you well know. We need to find a good vantage point. This nook is well sheltered. Though we are right beneath their mandibles. Bear with me. This scheme has a lot of moving parts. We want to turn the Umbra Legion's weapons against them. The plan is to get a dragonfly and use it to drop an explosive barrel of Kermes fire on the honeycomb wall to melt it down. First, we need our own dragonfly. Unfortunately, the adults bond with a particular race, so one raised by the Umbra Legion or a 100-legger will never serve a mouse. I need you to go into the hatchery cave and get me a dragonfly egg. I'm sure the cavern will be guarded.
Intruder! Don't take eggs! Feed you to hatchlings! Too strong! Flee! Summon Seeker!
What's a sea car?
Child of light, you have wormed your way deep into the shadow. What a tragedy to die poorly in a dragonfly hatchery.
Oh, that's a sea car.
Shadow Blight, I curse your blood 1,000 times! May your children devour you alive!
You find a perfect egg in the pond. It nearly hums with life.
This egg looks perfect. I can tell it will hatch into a noble beast. It will take a bit of time and care to get this egg to hatch. Meanwhile, we have time to construct a harness. The best suited material would be the milk webs that goat weavers spin. Goat weavers are extremely shy, so you may never see one. But they hang milk webs around the rocky cliffs they climb. Can you gather some? That looks like enough milk webs. Now we just need to weave them together and... Oh, yeah. How does one handle these strands? They're too sticky. I suppose the digger drones must know how one is to use these blasted, viscous milk webs. I'll keep trying, but I need you to question some digger drones. Don't take ugh for an answer.
questions? Milkwebs, too clingy. We don't touch. You ask Lieutenant Zergrush. Are you here to fight me? I will surely fight you. What's that? You do not need to fight? All right then. You are entangled by milkwebs. They are gummy and tenacious. I avoid them at all costs. Hard to scrape off all my feet. Zexia Steelweaver would know. She excels at crafting with them. Yes, she's in the Wumpy Cave. Did I mention she was abducted by a scarlet woolly, terrifying monster? Good luck. What's that smell? A spellbinder? I thought they smelled bad on the inside.
Thank you, Spellbinder. I was afraid I'd be braiding his hair forever. Quickly, let us be away from this place. You are trying to weave with milkwebs? That is very tricky, even for me. I imagine it sticks to your hair, and eyebrows, and eyelashes. But if you sift a little dust on the milkwebs first, they become much easier to handle. Like this, see? There, you've got it.
All we need to do is sprinkle some dust on it first? Excellent. Now to get it all out of my fur. Look! The baby dragonfly has hatched. She's cute, after her fashion. But she's ravenous. I have no idea what to feed her. Maybe you can ask the 100-legger that helped you last time, Zergrush, quickly, before she nips my fingers off.
Baby dragonfly, where would a spellbinder like you get one of those? Oh well, they are beautiful and feisty.
But you must keep them well fed, or they get cranky and will bite your fingers off. Ha! But since you asked, baby dragonflies love mosquito larvae. You can find some in the Chiroptera cave. That's where we harvest it.
He could have warned you about the bats. You carefully collect the mosquito larvae. Ick!
Ah, mosquito larvae, of course. The baby looks hungry. It's a bit, squicky. I know you spellbinders are made of stern stuff. Would you mind, hand-feeding her?
You carefully hold the mosquito larvae out to the baby dragonfly. She gobbles it down and asks for more. Once you finish feeding the dragonfly, she makes a contented humming sound at you.
The baby dragonfly is growing amazingly fast. She'll be ready soon. We're going to need barrels of Kermie's fire for the attack run. Sneak around the mining camp and steal some barrels of Kermie's fire.
Are we finally going to fight? Still no? Are you sure? Ah, fine. Then maybe you can do me a favor? We use goat weaver milk webs for all sorts of things. But as you may have noticed, this place isn't exactly crawling with goat weavers. That's because the broken stumps keep scaring them off. Can you prune those walking sticks back before they overrun the gorge?
You've gathered more than enough. Be careful. That stuff can explode with the slightest provocation. The dragonfly is all grown up. Amazing how fast they mature. We need to learn how to handle the Kermes fire properly, so we can transport it without burning ourselves up. Grab some of the 100-leggers and see what advice they have about moving the volatile stuff.
Stop fighting. You wish to know secret of Kermes fires? Ask Captain Catargeral.
Oh! You stink of burrower fur! You been out on the front lines fighting burrower vermin? Good on you, Spellbinder. Oh, we're readying the Kermes fire for Warlord Kravenly's final push to drive the burrowers from the last wood. What do you need? Move some Kermes fire? If you mix some Kreislager powder into it, oh yeah, it'll stabilize. The Sky Screamers by the Milkweb Gate have tight control of the Kreislager powder. I don't know how you'll convince them to give some up. Of course, once stabilized, you'll need a fuse to light it. You knew that, right? You can get fibers from the broken stumps to make a fuse, but they aren't too friendly. Stand your ground. You stink of Kreislager powder. Make sure you mix the Kreislager powder into the Kermes fire. Then fasten the fuse to it and light it when you're ready. What'd you say you wanted to, do with the barrel of Kermes fire? Strap it to a dragonfly. Oh, madness. Make sure you tell Kravenly in the Banyan Tower or they'll blow you out of the sky. They enhanced the weaponry in there after some fool let loose a bunch of dragonflies. Can't let the burrowers control the skies.
That sounds like something you should warn Dorian about. Better get back to him right now.
Kreislager powder to stabilize the Kermes fire and a fuse. Brilliant work, Spellbinder. Let's mix it up. What's this about the Banyan Tower now? You're going to have to take control of the Banyan Tower so that the Dragonfly and I can take off safely. Can you take care of that while I attach the harness to the Dragonfly? Good luck, Spellbinder.
What is the password? What do you mean you don't know? Have you checked with the Digger drones today? They can tell you. Was I supposed to say that?
The password? It's Parastratio Sphicomeia Stratio Sphicomeotes. What's that? Oh, no, sorry. I was just clearing my throat. Today's password is Brundlefly. What, you wanna go? Oh, it's you! Ha! You were gone so long I forgot who you were. What did I have you do? Oh, the broken stumps, right. Thanks for taking care of that. Maybe now we'll start seeing more goat weavers around here.
Are you sure you're ready to tell me the password this time? Brundlefly? Yes, you got it. All right, come inside.
You're about to enter a dungeon. If you log out or...
Young wizard, this tower was built by the burrowers in the old times, but now it is a seat of Morganthe's power. Her forces use it to control the sky above and the land below. They dominate and torture the land. You will find one of her pet warlords at the peak, controlling the tower's armaments. He is called Kravenly the Hunter. Born to Zafaria, he left as a cub and traveled throughout the spiral, stalking and killing the most dangerous game. Kravenly the Hunter waits for you.
Lightbringer, you ascend to your doom. Although we are crushed, the Shadow Queen will have your head soon enough. Kravenly, the hunter, awaits.
A wizard? The Shadow Queen warned me that a pet from Wizard City might come sniffing around my lair.
Do my eyes deceive me? Or is that a familiar ratty face I see skulking about the Banyan Tower? Kravenly, gut and skin the wizard. Then bring me the pelt.
When I first arrived, I said I wanted an ideal animal to hunt. It must have courage, cunning, and above all, it must be able to reason. But the burrowers are no match for me, nor the Umbra Legion. The Shadow Queen promised me the greatest of challenges. The spiral makes some people poets, some kings, some beggars. Me, the spiral made a hunter. You, a wizard. Let's see how you fare. I have played the wolf, and now I must play the sheep. The best sport in the spiral, though perhaps not for the prey.
Bah! You think you're so clever, little wizard. Kravenly was nothing more than a puffed-up alley cat, but he drew you out. I know what you're up to now, and soon enough, I'll have the pleasure of watching you bleed.
Wizard, you should smash this pillar of mystical fire. Blind the eye of Morganthe, so she cannot see what you are about.
Don't you dare! Curse you, you painted pony!
Fantastically well done, Spellbinder. With the Banyan Tower lost to them, we can take advantage of the skies. Now that I won't get shot out of the sky, I'm ready to prepare for the attack run. I'll fly this girl up to the last woods. Go to Elazar Fireblade at Peppergrass Nook, and we'll finalize our plan from there.
I trust you've taken care of the matter. Excellent.
I am pleased to see you and Dorian both safe after such a perilous journey. I'll send a message to Device Splitsky in Queen Myrtletown. They can distract the forces in Camp Havoc while we strike the apiary. Spellbinder, can you scatter the flame legs and blood hornets in the burn to give Dorian a clear path to approach? Once that's done, drop this flare into an ember pit to signal Dorian Bright Eyes. Dorian will then swoop in on his dragonfly for his attack run on the honeycomb wall. Finally, meet Alwyn Woodward on the field. He'll be leading the ground troops. We will need your help with the Queen Brood Mother.
Flee! Flee! Flee!
You toss the flare into the ember pit. It ignites and rockets up as a signal to Dorian Bright Eyes.
I love the smell of Kermie's fire in the morning. What a first blow. You have orchestrated a great day for the Burrows, and all those who believe we can stand against the shadow. The honeycomb wall has fallen. It is time to storm the apiary. Once more onto the breach, dear friend. Once more. The blast of war blows in our ears, and it is time to imitate the action of the deer, the tarantula hawk, the tigron. Charge into the apiary and help us take down the royal guards. They will lead us to the Queen Brood Mother.
Then it falls on you to duel the Queen Broodmother. If she falls, we will win this battle of bees.